And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Here's Winston, and that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got to hook up to Lazard.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 84 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second and 10, Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Let's go, baby.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton on first down. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marcus Gilchrist, the strong safety, there to force the incompletion. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On second down, it's Jones. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Newton to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. 8. He's coming. 8. 8.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Able to slither by. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm here all day.
4th down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Hudson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And able to find Alan Lazard. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, 8.
Newton's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gun. Shoot. 45. Mike, 45.
Newton to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to